And then there were two. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Brother Roundup. I'm Chris, your host, here with another episode recap of this latest episode, part 2 of the premiere of Big Brother. This is the second night, we're doing a split night, and we got to see more house guests, more HOH, and more reveals that actually answer a few questions for us. So let's not delay. Let's get right into it. The live feed started in about 3 hours from now. By the time you watch this, they'll already be posted. And by tonight, assuming this comes out on Friday, which it should, I should have a spoiler episode up and going for you with what's been going on the live feed. Just a recap from the basically trying to catch up to their speed and find out what exactly is going on. So you'll be able to find it on this channel. Again, it will be very spoiler heavy, so if you don't want to know who's nominated, who won what, before it even airs on CBS, do not watch those videos. But if you want to be spoiled and want to be caught up on everything that's really going on in the house, feel free to watch. But let's get right back into the recap. We got to see the next 8 move in. We got to meet the next 8 house guests, where they're from, who they are, the whole fake I got my key thing, which nothing really of note there. I'm going to just skip that part. But we have 8 new house guests, and they are Brittany, Christine, Jocasta, Victoria, Zach, Derrick, Hayden, and the last one was Caleb, Derrick, Zach, Hayden. Yeah, I got all of them. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's going to take me a while to really memorize their names. It'll be a lot better when some of them get out of house. But, again, this is so fresh. I'm still trying to figure out, okay, who's who. 16 is a lot of people. Even they noticed that. Already we see people crumbling with these alliances that we're already in, especially people in the All Girls Alliance, or the El Cuatro Alliance, as well as just other members of the Crazy Eight wanting to split off because there's these new personalities that they actually feel they can work with better, which is actually a pretty cool thing, because this actually takes away the whole one side versus the other side fight off. We did see another alliance actually form within the house. This specifically being between who was it between? Frankie. Oh yeah, it was between Frankie and Victoria. That's right. I forgot about that. Frankie using the excuse that he has Jewish friends to like Victoria, I guess. So yeah, Frankie and Victoria seem to have something going on in terms of a alliance there. So it's pretty cool to see. Everyone's lusting over Caleb, as of course we've seen. Caleb is a freaking beast. Now, one of the bloggers I follow on Twitter said that he has a very Hans, Frankie Hans, I think his name was, vibe to him. Now, if you remember, he got kicked off of BB14 from getting into a fight. He was very angry. As soon as he lost his power, he went a bit crazy, got himself ejected from the house. Caleb's whole beast mode, strength, craziness is starting to scare me. So I really don't know what's going to happen with him. But other than that, we see people thinking, especially from the first 8, people thinking, maybe I want to align with some of these people. Everybody was doing that. Even Frankie was talking about whoever won HOH, he was going to try and work with. And everyone even watching and be like, I want to work with this person. I want to work with this person because they look strong, they look fun, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I didn't think this whole alliances thing was going to really last long at all. It's already crumbling, so, oh well. Anyway, Julie revealed a whole second HOH twist to the new house guest and sent him off on the over the coals HOH competition, where they basically had to hold on to this pipe as it spun around, and and had to hold on for dear life. Whoever held on the longest is the new HOH. I'm guessing because this is the next one, there's a big chance that, honestly, they've only been in this is still day one. This is still them on it, because you can easily just rip all that felt off of the second competition, change the dressings, bring a new house guest. Oh, it's a new competition. Now you gotta hold on to it rather than running on it. So, oh well. So we got to see that. The girls were out pretty quick. In fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, all 4 of the women fell first. Victoria was first. Victoria was first, followed by Brittany, followed by Christine, followed by Jocasta. They believe that was it. Zach and Derrick both threw it. They even said that they threw it. It was pretty obvious that they threw it, although they did a lot better than Amber did. And so it was Hayden and Caleb left. Both really wanted to win HOH, which is something that you just don't do for your first one. But they were both determined. Caleb's a beast. He was basically hanging on through it, like doing like motions and stuff off of it just to taunt. He's a beast. He's lucky he's in power. Yes, Caleb won. Caleb won HOH. So it's Frankie and Caleb in the HOH power. And that's afterward we found out more about the Battle of the Block. Julie revealed to the house guests that there's this new Battle of the Block competition. And we found out exactly how it's going to work. And I was wrong. It will not be HOH versus HOH. It will be nominees versus nominees. And this is actually better. Not only those two, it's actually easier to explain. Basically, each HOH will nominate 2 house guests. The house guests will then battle each other. The winning nominees are then off the block from eviction, and their HOH is dethroned. So it becomes an interesting strategy now for who you're going to pick. I think I would have part of me would rather have it be HOH versus HOH, but because it's the 2 nominees, now do you nominate people who are strong players who are threats in the game and that such, or do you nominate weak players, weak competitors to try and keep your power? Now, that makes it interesting, because if you go for the weak players, you single people out for being weak and being floaters, actually. We can definitely see that happening. But at the same time, if you have 2 weak people, 2 pawns up there pretty much, you get them off the block, they stay on the block because they lost because they're weak. Someone with veto can take one of them off, and you can backdoor or regularly nominate someone who is actually strong in the game and get them on the block. This is going to be a really interesting twist and really going to rethink strategy. I actually really like it. I like how it's going to go. Again, the only other questions we haven't been answered is A, can the heads of household nominate each other? And B, can the nominate the same people, whether it's one or both of their nominees? It's going to be interesting. It's from what it's sounding like that they're not going to be able to nominate the same people, and if not, how is that going to work? So we will see. We will see what happens when that comes about. Maybe there's going to be a bunch of production interference, like, okay, don't nominate this person or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of people in the house. It's going to be really hard for them to really pick the same people. So we will see what happens with that. And that was basically it. The last thing they announced was the first member of this America's Alliance twist. Not gonna say it. Not going to freaking say it. Again, it's gonna be 3 people that America votes in to the Secret Alliance, and we're gonna send them on missions. In fact, for every mission that they can complete, they will win $5,000, which is awesome. Now, that makes me wonder if it's actually going to do something with the game, or if it's just going to be a fun thing. Just make them do stupid shit around the house. And make them say, oh, this is my turn, blah, blah, blah. Which is what every season really has, is one of those stupid little things where, hey, go do this, and we'll give you money if you can pull this off, or we'll give the house a gift if you pull this prank off, even. So it'll be really interesting to see how this vote actually turns out. The first version, the very first member of this new alliance is Joey. Nope, it wasn't Frankie. It was actually Joey. And a lot of people were shocked. I like Joey. I voted for Joey. Actually, I split my vote between Joey and Derrick. But I like Joey. But people were really shocked because they thought that Frankie was going to win it. You see all these fans, Ariana Grande fans, his own fans, and Joey wins. This means one of 2 things. One, Frankie isn't as influential as we thought, and he may just be full of himself, and there's nothing we have to worry about with his fans. Or B, his fans didn't really know about it because it didn't suddenly just spring on us. It wasn't announced during the show. Maybe I'm actually expecting Frankie to get into the alliance next week, honestly, now that it's been shown on the show itself. Or C, the tweens needed their parents' permission to use the internet, and they were not allowed to, and that's how he lost a lot of his votes. Anyway, but yes, congratulations to Joey. She is the first member of this America's Alliance. And that's it. That was the first episode. That was the premiere. Again, nothing really of note besides the HOH. We don't really get to see much of the scheming and such because nothing really happened those 2 days. Or like I said, it feels like it was just one day, to be honest with you. So, yeah, that's it. Really, there's really nothing exciting, nothing crazy going on in the house just yet. It's just your normal premiere. Now we got a few more days. The next episode will be on Sunday. But, like I said, they actually moved in last week. That's right, last week they moved in. So they've been in there for a week now. So there's a week of live feeds, a week of gameplay that we have yet to see or even know about. Chances are there are nominees already. Chances are the Battle of the Block has not occurred yet. It may have, we really don't know. And that's pretty much it. But there's a lot that we're going to need to catch up on. Did any showmances start? Did any alliances already break up? Are new alliances in it? Who, and biggest of all, who is nominated? Then we will see the nominations, and we'll see the first Battle of the Block competition on Sunday's episode. But of course, I will have your information of who won what. Not exactly what happens in the competition or what was said during the nomination ceremony, but I will have the results for you right here on Big Brother Roundup on our live feeds recap episodes that I'll be doing. Like, I'll try to get them out daily, if twice a day. Chances are they may actually just be me walking around with my phone. Hey, guess what? This is what happened. Quick little things. It's not going to be anything special, but just to keep you guys updated on what's been going on. But that wraps it up for me today. My question to you guys is, who do you think is going to get nominated? We have Frankie and Caleb. Okay, another thing. How crazy is this? You have Super Conservative and Glitter Queen. both HOHs. How much better could this have become? Oh, if Zach got it instead of Cody, that would have been fantastic. Because there was one thing we saw. Zach pissed off Frankie so quickly. In fact, he's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way like that. Remember what I said? He's an asshole. And I loved him for that. And that he was putting on that act. But now that we see it on the show, it seems way too much. He's rubbing people the wrong way, and I'm getting scared. I have a feeling he's not going to last long if this keeps up. What he does on the live feeds and what we see in the show may be a little bit different, and that's what I'm hoping is that he shows a difference on the live feeds rather than being just this crazy jerk off, honestly, because I'm not even liking him now. I'm like, that was like, okay, there's being a pompous dick and being a dick, and he's leaning towards being a complete and utter dick, and I'm not liking it. Not to be confused with Evil Dick. I actually liked him. So my opinion on Zach has changed a lot. It's going to be interesting to see how this progresses, especially with this week coming up. I'll make sure to check on the live feeds. They start at 1 a.m. Eastern, which is midnight my time. Again, this was like last night, this morning when they started. By the time this goes up, this will be going up on Friday, so just know that. And make sure you get your live feeds. It's actually really cool if you're a big fan of the show and you really want to know. You get to see a lot you don't normally get to. So, and the cool part is, say you miss something, and you're like, "Oh my god, this moment happened! I want to see what happened." What's really cool is that a lot of bloggers like to timestamp certain parts, like, "Oh, at this time this happened." Thankfully, on the CBS live feeds, we have a rewind feature, and we can go back to that time and actually watch what happens. So, pretty cool stuff there. Oh, and on what camera it is, too. So make sure you check it out. There will also be some interactive things, sort of to like get the houseguests to do stuff for live feed subscribers only. So it could be pretty cool stuff. Anyway, that wraps it up for me. Let me know who you think are going to get nominated from each houseguest, or just 4 names who you think are going to get nominated. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Tumblr for more information about what's going on with the season. And make sure to subscribe to make sure you're getting all my videos. Yes, you'll get alerts when my live feed videos do show up. I will have a spoiler tag on them. But make sure you can get all my videos, all my recaps, and my opinions on what's going on. And that's it. I gotta get this edited, get it up, and get it to bed. And it's gonna be a fun weekend. And happy Big Brother, everybody. See you later.